You know that moment after a hookup when they leave and suddenly you feel alone, feeling empty again. Or maybe you're watching gay hookup culture from the sidelines, feeling like an outsider and wondering why everyone seems so obsessed with endless casual encounters while you're craving something real. Today, we're going to uncover the real reason so many gay men become addicted to sex. Is everyone like that, or is it just a bubble you got caught in? We'll also see what it takes to break free from it and find that deep, meaningful connection you really want, even if you think it's impossible. So, why do so many gay men get caught up in hookup culture? And why do some of us feel like outsiders for wanting something different? Let's talk about what's really going on beneath the surface. Most people think it's simple. Oh, it's just men and their hormones going wild. Sure, there's that biological drive for sex. We're all wired that way. And finding casual sex is as quick and easy as ordering pizza, especially in big cities. But there are much deeper reasons that people don't talk about. Many of us grew up having to hide who we are. When you spend years hiding yourself, you get used to keeping people at a distance. You learn to never fully show up as your true self. Then, later, even after coming out, after all those years of keeping our true selves hidden, no wonder we're not used to forming real connections. Now, when meeting someone, even for a hookup, it can feel like some kind of connection. So it becomes this compromise, a way to feel connected without risking true vulnerability. So it can seem like it's about sex, but it's really about getting a bit of connection in the only way that feels safe. And in today's world, technology has made this safe way of connecting even easier. Dating apps transformed how gay men connect, but not necessarily for the better. When finding connection becomes as easy as ordering takeout, we start treating each other like menu items. Wrong body type? Next. Too old? Next. We're shopping for human connection like we're browsing Amazon. And just like shopping online, if what we ordered isn't perfect, we can always return it and order something else. The really messed up part? This shopping mindset doesn't just stay on the apps, it follows us into the real world. We meet someone great, but instead of giving them a real chance, we disqualify them for not being perfect. We're already thinking about who else might be out there, who else we might be missing out on. It's created this culture where everything stays on the surface. You can see it in how hookups usually work. It's all surface level. The conversations focus on body type, size, top or bottom. That's often where it stops. And this isn't just about hookups. There's this layer of superficiality that runs through a large part of the gay society. People judge each other's value based on looks, youth, body type. Real connection gets lost in all of this. When interactions stay this shallow, it's easy to fall into thinking that's all there is. But the tricky part is how even surface level encounters can feel like a real connection in the moment. And there's actually a scientific reason for that. During sex, our brains release chemicals that make us feel bonded and attached to the other person. So if you think about it, for many guys, these quick hookups become the only time they get to experience these feelings of connection. But it's all temporary. When it ends, you end up feeling more isolated than before. And that's where the cycle begins. Feeling lonely, you seek out another hookup because you know it'll give you that brief feeling of connection again. That works for a moment, but when it's over, that empty feeling comes back, even stronger than before. Here's a comment from one of my viewers. I know a lot of people who have spent the first half of their life looking at relationships as something to avoid because a relationship would get in the way of hookups. This cycle can grip you so strongly that many guys can't even imagine getting into a relationship anymore. The need for hookups feels too powerful, too urgent to give up. The thought of focusing on just one person seems impossible. But something I hear a lot from my viewers and newsletter readers is, I really want something deeper than hookups. So, if you're someone who's tired of this cycle, you're not alone. It's okay to want more than just hookups. I used to think that if I'm craving a real relationship, it's a sign of weakness or being needy, but I couldn't have been more wrong. It's a sign of emotional intelligence. And if you've never felt comfortable with hookup culture, trust your instincts. Wanting something deeper means you're honest with yourself and connected with what you really want. If you'd like to dive deeper into topics like this, check out my newsletter where I share weekly insights about finding meaningful gay relationships and navigating the dating scene. Check out the link in the description. The truth is, many use hookup culture as a shield. They say things like, relationships are impossible. Everyone just wants sex, so no point in me looking for anything else. But when was the last time a statement about everyone or no one was actually true? What's really happening is this. If you've been hurt before, if you've tried dating and you got rejected or heartbroken, it's tempting to look around and see only the evidence that supports your fear. You notice a ton of guys on Grindr looking for hookups. You hear about your friends' casual encounters and you start thinking, see, everyone just wants sex. Why should I even try for more? And that's when you make a choice. Either join the hookup scene or just stop dating altogether. And here's the thing. When we shut ourselves off from the possibility of love, we're not protecting ourselves. We're imprisoning ourselves. And the longer we stay in that prison, the more we convince ourselves it's where we belong. Being honest about what you want isn't easy, especially when it feels like everyone around you wants something different. Maybe for you, that means stepping away from hookup culture for a while. Maybe it means being upfront about wanting dates, not just hookups. Maybe it means taking things slow and building a real connection first. Whatever it is that you want, you don't need to apologize for it or explain it to anyone. It's never too late to change how you approach dating, whether you're stepping back from hookup culture or finding the confidence to say it was never for you in the first place. Share your thoughts in the comments. Are you tired of hookup culture or never felt comfortable with it? Let's have an honest conversation about what we really want. Love you all.